Salutations, my Legion of Doom. This is your Time Lord wannabe, Brainstormer Pop Culture. How y'all doing? So a little background on this video. I have a Podcast is Storm, which I host every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with The Authenticator. I definitely recommend his channel, and if you're sub to me and not him, we're going to have a problem. Anyway, on our latest Podcast the Storm number 10, we read an article about Brie Larson's Captain Marvel. I know, hold all disgruntled grunts and eye rolls till the end. The article is called Brie Larson Wants Female Avengers Movie, Not White Dudes. Go watch it if you're interested in it. But to boil it all down, Brie Larson was asked if she would like to direct a Marvel movie. And yada yada yada. She says she wants an all-female Avengers team-up movie. Not because of the coolness of the characters, but soapbox reasons. Anyways, when reading the article, I said something like, if Brie Larson were to direct an all-female Avengers movie, it would be the Marvel equivalent to Ghostbusters 2016. Yeah, let that sink in for you. And I said I could probably brainstorm a better idea for an all-female superhero team movie. So here I am, pitching to you my 16 subs as of making this video, my own original superhero all-female team. I present to you the Apex. Okay, so background on the world I'm kind of setting up in this movie is, and I'm kind of borrowing from Kwanzaa's Black. I know, right? But there wasn't one concept that sticks with me, and I kind of like. It's just, in Black comics and stuff, it just doesn't work because Kwanzaa's a hack writer. And I'm just going to use it here in the context. So, in this world, since 1992, about 3% of the female population on Earth has developed superpowers because of an abnormality in the DNA known as the Ormez gene, named after the first African-American female cartoonist, Jackie Ormez. A little trivia there for you guys. So, today, there are a bunch of female superheroes running around, and our story picks up with six characters and a mischievous villainous plan. So, it's a basic plot, really. 5 of the top-tier superhero heroines must come together to help a CIA agent stop a dangerous meta-terrorist from unleashing a bomb on a major city. So, just a standard superhero team-up trope, plot. Standard superhero plot. I thought I'd have a simple plot as a fine line for the movie so the characters can have more moments of building, evolving, and changing throughout the movie. So, moving on to, my favorite part, the reason, I think at least, is how I tell when a movie works or doesn't work, is the characters. So let's get the audience POV character out of the way, which is Agent Winston Wright. The CIA agent who brings together the team and is cause of the villain's plan when he had to choose to stop the bad guy or save his partner's life. He chose to save his partner's life, but his partner died on the operating table. So while he fights against grieving and guilt, he has to work off the books with the heroes due to him being taken off the case. Due to the recent loss of his partner, he's hyper-focused, often being aggressive and standoffish towards the team. So now on to the colorful caped crusaders of the Apex. So first off, we have American Butte. Cindy Payne was born to an Air Force father. Being a military brat, she moved around a lot, so her social skills are a little stunted. In the year 1992, she was only 18 years old when she developed flight, super speed, super strength, and invulnerability. With her powers, she became the first superhero of her generation, American Butte, as the news caller called her, due to her enchanting looks. And she wore American colors for her costume. She's pretty much been a traditional superhero, all about truth, justice, and doing the right thing because it's right. As a mother and a veteran superhero, she's thinking of retiring to lead a normal life. But with the villainous problem arising, she must don her costume one last time before she hangs it up for good. So moving on, we have Night Lynx. Night Lynx, like the cat, wildcat, lynx. Madeline Pyrewood, born 1995, was adopted by a moderately upper-class family, the Pyrewoods. For the first 8 years of her life, she was happy and safe until one fateful night, two robbers broke into their house. Her father and mother hid her under their bed as the robbers burst into the room, killing them both. This didn't frighten Madeline, however. It enraged her, causing her late powers to manifest and violently kill the robbers, like an animal. For the next 10 years after that, she built herself up by training and honing her abilities, learning several martial arts. Couple that with her claws, which can cut through steel like a hot knife through butter. Her increased agility, reflexes, and her natural night vision. She's a dangerous opponent to come to blows with. For the last 8 years, she's been a violent, unforgivable anti-hero. But as she comes to work with the team, she must reevaluate her own moral codes. So, kind of moving on, we have Moth Girl. Rose Rogers is an ordinary teenage girl. She's trying to decide which college she'll go to. The exception to her being a normal teenage girl is that she's a young rookie superheroine, Moth Girl. She only developed her powers a year ago. When she first got them, she didn't want them, forsaking them completely. Only when her negligence caused the death of her best friend, she felt she must take up a costume and fight the same crime that took her friend's life. As Moth Girl, she has a plethora of powers, with even more untapped potential. She has certain abilities of the moth, like being able to sprout large wings from her back. With the wings being extremely strong and armor-like, she can also wall crawl. She has enhanced vision and a kind of camouflage ability. Since she's the youngest hero on the team, she often doubts herself, thinking she might not belong here. Okay, so moving on to the Fog. Summer Faye was once a wife to a mobster, and she only loved him for the money he got. And truth be told, he only loved her for her looks. Only when they had a little baby girl that they grew closer. But that happiness is short-lived when her husband decided to snitch on the mob to the cops. The mob found out and killed Summer's husband, baby girl, and they thought they killed her. But the gunshot trauma only activated her powers, which is to turn into a large sentient fog that can kill people. For the last 5 years, she's been on a warpath, killing anyone related to the mob. This tunnel vision of hers has made her very hard to work with. The only reason she ever joined the team was because Agent Wright offered information about the man who ordered the hit of her husband and child. Even though she's extremely hostile, she's hiding a lot of unresolved pain and really needs to let it out. So last of the heroes is Starbright. So 3 years ago, Astrid Vixen was your ordinary rising movie star. She had a few successful movies on her way to winning an Oscar. But one fateful night, she was leaving a gala, but was only involved in a car crash. But got out by flying from the damage. After she developed her powers of flight and photokinetic energy blast, she became an idol super and got rich off performing super heroics for the crowds. She's super vain and egotistical. Alright, so now that we got the heroes written, and I'm sure you can guess what all their character arcs are by what I've said of them, now on to the antagonists. So we have the Crimson Dame. the Crimson Dame. I don't know if I am saying that right, but bear with me here. I'm terrible at talking. So, Amber Franz was born to a middle-class family, the middle child of 4, and the only girl of the children. Throughout most of her school life, she was isolated, feeling inhuman. At the senior prom, she was the butt of a very cruel joke. This joke resulted in her awakening her power of blood manipulation, where she can control all the blood in a person's body. She can extract it like a puff of air or make it dense as diamond within a person's body. For the last decade, she's been the top tier of the world's most wanted supervillains. And she has quite a body count. Might give the Black Plague a run for its money. Now she has a bioweapon, codenamed the Lotus Strain, and plans to unleash it on the world. Okay, so that is my all-female superhero team idea. Tell me what you like, what you don't, and have an awesome day, week, month, year, and life. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Until next time, my legion.